no doubt. East 10th Street where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex, the boy with the D. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the two worlds meet. East 10th Street boys bring the party. Bring the noise from Hialeah with some joy.
Water like that.
Well, I'm telling you, bro, I'm focused, bro. I'm focused, man. Yeah, inside out.
You know who I am by now. I said,
You identify as.
you know, hey. When Alex takes a shower, the dude goes for 3 hours. I mean, it's like, you know he's going to be gone for a while. You have time. Do whatever you're going to do. Go grocery shopping. Go eat dinner.
Latin spice and neon lights.
Good evening, Miami, Hialeah, wherever you're from. Appreciate you tuning in to this Thursday night edition of East 10th Street Boys, straight out of Hialeah. I'm Bobby El Gringo, joined always by my brother, Alex the Boy. Alex, what's up, my man?
How you doing, buddy? It's getting cooler. That's why I'm happy outside. I was gonna do it inside, but I'm like, no, man, it's too cool to be inside. And this coming weekend, we have a little cold front coming down. It's gonna be in the 50s. So I mean, like Tuesday, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm hoping it'll last more than 3 days. So I'm excited. But how you doing, my man? How's the weather out there?
Weather's been great. I love it. It's nice and cool up here. It's starting to warm up a little bit. We're gonna have some storms tomorrow. So did the airplane go by? They haven't.
It doesn't fail. It does not. No, they haven't grounded our area yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Just give it time.
I'm waiting. But no.
Just give it time, bro. Yes, it's going to be freezing here. I can't wait. I love the cool weather. Alex froze up. Am I frozen or Alex is frozen? I think Alex froze up. That
was it me?
Cheap,
I think it was me.
Cheap Doral connection he has there.
Yeah, it's the airplane. Have you noticed that every time an airplane passes by, it always freezes up on me?
Yeah, that's right. But, man, it's going to – there's a lot to talk about. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to talk about the Dolphins and the expectations of what might have gone down, what did not go down, what's the plan, is there actual plan with the Dolphins? I don't think so. And then the Heat, the Miami Heat, despite losing to the Nuggets, there's a lot to like about the Heat, the young guys and all that. Of course, they just Bam going down with a foot sprain. He's not going to be gone for a while, but he's going to be gone, I think, maybe for a couple games. So Miami called back up Vladimir Golden. So he's coming up. I'm excited about that. I'm really looking forward to seeing him. But is that not the only move that's going to happen with the Miami Heat? Will the Heat possibly get into a certain star not too far from where I'm at in Memphis? We're going to talk about that. And then, just talk about, go around the world, basically. We'll talk about the airplanes. Like, what the heck is going on? I just got my real ID. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to get to travel now. I get to go to where I need. Nope. Might as well get in that car and drive. And then basketball season officially started today for me. Got my kids and started coaching them today. And that was a lot of fun. Seemed like good kids. So, we'll be doing that, Alex. What about you, man?
Well, what you just mentioned about basketball season, we had officially the initiation process today, where they take we put them through something called Hell Week. We ended it earlier this week, so it's only 4 days, but is about 2 to 3 hours conditioning per day, and we do all sorts of stuff. And today they get their famous ice bath, where we have a big bucket full of ice water, and the whole team, varsity and JV, get in there. So it was an exciting time. It's getting close to my son's birthday. Is on Sunday, so he's already turning 12. Wow. So it's the years are creeping up on us, man. They're creeping up on us. And also, before I forget, also from the whole Heat family, the coach spoke. He had a horrifying situation when he got back, literally landing in Miami. His house burned down. We know that we can replace the material things, but as a man, as a father, you just think of all the memories, even if you lived in that house only a few years, things that you're building up with your kids. The team was there, so it's going to be an emotional day also tomorrow. And I'm expecting Spo to receive a loud ovation when he's mentioned as a head coach tomorrow. And obviously, all of Miami's with him, as any person that can see that situation. So our full support for them as well.
Man, I woke up this morning to that news. With Coach Spo, I mean, I can't even imagine the horror of coming home and your whole, it's not even like a kitchen or one room. It was the entire property.
Yeah,
And
collapse.
it looked completely gone. And
Yeah.
I mean, just, you could see him outside the house standing there. That was pretty scary. So thank God, supposedly no one was hurt.
Yeah.
That's the blessing. The curse, of course, is losing your home. But we know the organization. I'm sure we'll rally around him and do that. And prayers up to the family and friends in the Dallas Cowboys organization.
Yeah,
Sean Nealon, man. Tragedy, tragedy what happened there in that situation there. So prayers up to him. And, if you guys know anybody struggling or whatever, reach out to those you love, show them some love, be an open, an open ear, or, shoot in the DMs, find the help you need, go, just, it's a sad, that's a really freaking sad. He lost his mother last year and it looks like he never got over it. And, so I'm just really, I feel for him. I just feel for his family and friends. But, let's get back to basketball here. As we talk about the Miami Heat, Alex, the Panthers do play today. I think they play a little bit against LA. Are they playing against LA today?
Kings? Yeah.
I think it's the Kings. And of course, they're at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but it's still early. They're 6-1. So, I ain't worried about the Panthers, man. I have faith in the Panthers. Even when Marlins hired, promoted their new general manager.
Correct. Gabe Kapler. Yeah.
And supposedly the rumor is the Marlins are going to be busy this offseason. They're going to make some moves, supposedly. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. But Alex, let's get to the Heat, man. Let's just talk Heat first, and we'll get into the Dolphins because, I talk about the Dolphins a lot, so I'll just get to the second part of it. And Daniel, I see you, my man. I'm so happy that you're here. Philly is in the 20s tonight, my dude. Oh, my goodness. Manzano, always good to see you. It was awesome talking to you the other day on the Fitz Faithful pod. I didn't say the house collapsed. Alex did, but the roof collapsed.
It was a roof collapse, obviously due to the fire damage. They don't know why. It could have been a gas leak, a wiring issue.
Coach Spo, his house caught on fire. His whole house is gone, Anthony. Yeah. That's what happened. So his house collapsed. The roof collapsed in.
The roof collapsed on the property.
But anyway, the Heat last night played against the Denver Nuggets. It looked like at one point, or felt like at one point, they might have snuck back in. But of course, with the loss of Adebayo, I think it was in the third quarter. I think he went down.
First quarter.
Was it the first quarter? Damn.
He only played 8 minutes. He subbed himself out. He subbed himself out for the second quarter. So we stayed competitive throughout. But
which tells you something against the team like the Nuggets. But the Heat struggle against the Nuggets all the time. So talk to me about that game. What did you like? What did you not like? And then talk about that rumor. I mean, Anthony gave his opinion. We'll follow up on his opinion in a second because we have our own as well. But just talk about that game and where the Heat stand right now, and how would this Heat team look if they were to acquire someone like Ja Morant?
Well, I'll give a quick rundown of this road trip. I'm actually happy that we're 4-4. Realistically, we could even be 6-2. There was a lot of games. We haven't really been blown out of any game. Some games have gotten out of control. Even in San Antonio at the end, we were with them. LA, we were competitive until the end as well. It's just right. What is showing right now, obviously, is the uptick in the youth, the development in Hawkins, especially. Hawkins is our anchor in the second unit right now. Pelle Larsson, this road trip kind of jump-started him as a rotational player, which we all believe he is a rotational player for this team. So there's a surplus here of wings for us. What became evident, though, is the situation with our front court. When you lose Bam, right now you have a very fragile front court because Nico, I believe they're not playing Nico right again in the same position. He's a decent post-up player, but Nico needs to be running. There's I don't know what it is, if he needs to be put back in the starting lineup, or because I'm a huge fan of the second unit minutes with Hawkins, Drew Smith, Fonseca, Ware, and Jovic. I think they mesh perfectly, man. They play well off each other. We're gonna play small in the front in the first unit, and the style of play to me can justify that, But obviously, based on matchups like yesterday, They went to zone. I think they went to zone a little bit too late. But what gives you up with the zone, the problem is when you go into zone against a team like that, their guards are always crashing, correct? So it when you go into zone, you sacrifice sometimes the basic boxing out principles. So you're going to give up a lot of second chance points. And that's what happened to us yesterday. What killed us again yesterday is offensive rebound. It's the same thing that happened to the Magic. And look at the Magic. The Magic are struggling. Like, that's why sometimes a big move is not always what it's made out to be. There's certain situations and certain players that make sense, which I will get into that. But in the grand scheme of things, obviously Bam's probably going to take another week, or probably a week off, 2 weeks off maybe, because a lot of people, it's a toe injury. Your big toe helps you with everything, to drive, to lift. So people that don't understand, it's just a toe injury, he can play through it. No, he cannot play through it, because that could lead to further damage down the line, and it could lead to ankle issues, Achilles issues, and all that. So we dodge a bullet with that one. Hero's about to come back. This team is going to get a whole lot more entertaining, and it's going to get even more spacing. If we think right now our offense is clicking just with Powell as our primary shooter, when you put Hero and Powell out there, you got lanes for days, for Wiggins, for Donovan Mitchell. This team is very paint touch oriented. So it's a drive and kick system, which leads me to John Morant. I know the rumors that came out, and everybody from the media, mind you, no one in league circles has said this. There's murmurs, around there, because his asking price is low. Miami Heat are notorious for going for the disgruntled superstar. My only thing here, and I'll weigh the options like this. This reminds me a little bit of the Kyrie Irving situation. I was a big supporter of trading for Kyrie, because the talent alone at that time would have been perfect for our team. I understand it was a certain situation going on that the owner did not want to get involved with. With John Morant, you kind of have the feeling that it's kind of like a Jimmy Butler situation. And Jimmy, besides that, is a very humble person off the court if you know him one-on-one. But obviously the magnitude of what came up as he wanted to move and he wanted a contract extension, it made it very messy. And we know he was going to be a diva, et cetera, et cetera. John Morant seems to be comporting himself the same way in Memphis. He's upset at his coaching staff. He basically got his coach fired last year. And he did not agree with this offensive style that LaRoche helped implement in Miami, because LaRoche helped implement that in Memphis last year with Taylor Jenkins. Now, as a basketball player, to me personally, it does not make sense, because I think John Morant is perfect for this offense. He's a walking paint touch. He could get at the paint at will. So his mid-range numbers are going to go through the roof. And this team, as you've seen, it plays unselfish basketball. That does not mean that you cannot play more pick and roll with John Morant, with Khalil Ware. So it's doable, okay? I believe that if the opportunity comes, you definitely have to look at it, because even if his metrics are down, his shots at the basket or on the rim are down, his production's a little bit down, you have to weigh the option. It's the situation. This kid is 26 years old. He was a top 10, 15, 20 player in this league a few years ago. We saw how he won a game for Memphis in Miami, I think like 2 years ago or last year. So the potential is there. And at any given moment, and his salary is decent, it's $39 million. So you can make it work some way, somehow. It's going to take some young pieces. It's going to take maybe Wiggins. Are you willing to do that? You can't move Terry's contract. So that's another, that's a big blow. But you can move Mitchell. You can move Fonseca. You got to move a few of the young guys, maybe a pick. But it could be done. Are they going to pull the trigger? I don't know why. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they like where this is going, and that they have control of the rookies. And then you got Kaspers also. That's a big component here. You have to see how well Kaspers plays with this unit. So I would not be surprised if with some injuries, Kasper's shot might be coming in a few weeks, a few months. I definitely think by the second half of the season, based on the season goes, we're going to see some Kasper minutes, because we already got Juice Smith. Juice Smith, by far, right now, net rating, I think Juice Smith is one of the best in the NBA with Hawkins. And Juice Smith is probably the best on-ball defender right now. Davion Mitchell, he's a spark plug, and he gets your paint touches, and when he plays under control, it's perfect, but sometimes he goes a little haywire. So Are you willing to sacrifice Mitchell and Wiggins for John Morant when you have the depth of Larson, Hackes, Jovic, Fonseca? You could look into it, but I think they're going to let the season play out. And obviously the John Morant situation, his value is at an all-time low right now, but he's still John Morant. You're still gonna have to trade some assets to acquire him. Memphis is just, it's not just gonna give him away. He's under contract for 3 more years, so they have full control there. It's just Memphis is also in a messy situation in New Orleans too. They're talking about getting tickets to a game in Memphis is $2 right now for you to get into Memphis, and the league is thinking about relocation at times. So New Orleans and Memphis are probably the 2 teams that will get relocated if it comes to that. So it's a sucky situation because we're really small market teams, and when you have a superstar like that, you have to maximize around him. So, but we'll see how it plays out.
Man, I like how you put both sides on the table. About the pros, the cons, and whatever. Because for me, let me read Anthony's comment very quick and what he had said. He says, I'm staying away from Ja. Like some of these rumors are saying he doesn't fit the Heat. The guy doesn't play defense. If we trade for a guard from another team, it's probably De'Aaron Fox. I'll just say, I understand how talented Ja is, and I really liked him coming out. I like his game in Memphis, but I don't like the way it's gone. I don't like how that relationship is souring. I don't like the way he's handling it. And honestly, I don't know if I want to. First off, I think they could make it fit if they get him. I think they can make it work because who he is. I think it's the culture fit that's the problem. We saw what Jimmy Butler, that situation, how that affected Miami last year. I don't know if you want to do that because if it doesn't go Ja's way, does he pull that here like he's doing in Memphis right now? I mean, if you watch some of those clips from last night from his game, it looked like he was purposely just not giving a damn.
Yeah, he's disconnected.
And you don't want to accuse someone of that. You don't want to throw that at him. But again, that's what it looks like. That's the perception. Yeah. So honestly, I understand. Like somebody goes, the Heat should be doing this right now. No, it's the same thing as the Dolphins with the trade deadline. You don't make a deal just to make a deal. You gotta make sure it's the right deal. And it's not with the Dolphins. It's fair value. With the Heat, it's let's not make a trade just to make a trade because how does this guy fit? Yeah, okay, you could probably make it fit on court, but does he fit your locker room? Does he fit the culture? I don't know if he's that. And again, like you said, Kaspers is coming back. He'll be getting here eventually. Drew Smith has been doing really well. Tyler Hero's eventually about to bounce back. So the backcourt, I'm really, really comfortable with the Miami Heat. The front court, as much as I love Kashad Johnson, Kelly Ware, you saw yesterday a little bit of why you still have work to do in that area. If it's me, I'd rather scan the landscape around the league for another big, whether that's a 4 or another center, someone who could step in when rotate. I would rather use draft capital on that than on another guard. I don't think we need a guard unless it's that guy who's going to push you over the hump. I don't know if Ja's that guy. Because Ja has a pretty damn talented team, or had a pretty good team around him in Memphis, and they didn't do anything. So I don't know if he's going to move that needle for the Miami Heat. Let's go ahead and trade Wiggins, and let's trade one of our younger guys, and let's go ahead and what is that going to do for your team minus what they're doing right now? I might say this team is overachieving right now and I don't mean overachieving in a bad way. I mean overachieving in regards of expectations because things are starting to work out. You add in the Tyler Hero factor. Does that push you up? Does that hinder you? Or is it just the same old, same old? That's the big question now. So I'm not making no move for Ja until I see what Tyler does with this team. And then, again, if I'm doing anything, it's not for Ja Morant. It's for another 4 or 5. I'm looking for a big. Again, a 4 who could space the floor, who could come in and you could, I know we have Jovic or whatever, but that's not taken away from them. I'm just saying I think that you need a guy who could – like when Bam Adebayo went out yesterday, it was kind of like, okay, Khalil was struggling. Johnson had a couple good plays, but, which is all right. It happens. But if you had another big who you could trust, you're doing a little better. So, and I don't know if there is a big – I don't think you need to hit. I don't think you need to go crazy on a guy. I don't think you need to look like, let's go bring in Mackaman from Utah, where you don't need to do that. But, if you go and look around the league, you probably could find a good 4, a 5 or 4 who could, who's your third, second rotational guy and come step in. I'm very intrigued by Vlad Golden. I really want to see if he could get some minutes. I want to see how he could look, especially with Bam's injury, because I think I think he might surprise some people. But Alex, in regard to that, where would you agree that, what would you rather do? Would you be okay with him adding another guard like a John Morant or anybody? Or do you agree that maybe a big would probably be a better trade target if we could find one?
Well, it's what the market's going to dictate. I think they're definitely going to be in the market for a big come post, I think like mid-December, because they could sign a player and not go over the salary cap for the season because the salary is prorated. So they're definitely going to be looking at a big in December. That's why I mentioned Kai Jones, that they worked out during the summer.
That's true.
I think that's a possibility for sure. The Ja Morant thing is just, it's a generational talent that becomes available. You have to do the due diligence. It's something that you cannot just
Would you
overlook.
rather go after a Ja, or as Damian brings up, a Zion who is equally struggling right now? Ooh. Obviously, health is a concern, but because for me, I love the upside of Zion over the upside of Ja. I take Zion, but
and
again,
they both come. Huge. They both come with certain injury history. With Zion, what preoccupies me are those knees. Are they going to hold up? Damn, Zion or Ja. And it's funny because I think they went back to back, right? Didn't they go back to back in that draft?
I don't know.
I think Zion was Ja. I think Ja was second after Zion. I've always been intrigued by Zion in this Heat team because I think that's front court help with Bam and physicality on defense. Like I would not be upset with that at all, realistically. But I don't know. I would have to be presented a situation. What is the cost? What is it going to cost? Because Zion right now is not a disgruntled superstar, so the value is a little bit higher, even if he's hurt. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. It would have to be presented to me based on what they're asking for, and they're both under contract. I would probably lean. I don't know, man. I would still lean with Ja, because Ja, the way if he buys into this offense, I will lean into Ja because it will make every other job so easier for Powell, for Hero, and he just brings an athleticism that will open up, our offense as well. But that's if he buys in.
That's the key, though. And again, not just buying in on court, but buying off court as well. Course. Does he identify with the team? Does he kind of go in, And who knows? Maybe he does, but he's made some boneheaded things that stood out. So
he needs structure.
He definitely needs structure. I wouldn't, and Damian, I love the name Ball, man. I wouldn't hate anything about Ball. I'd bring Ball right now. Ball, Mo Ball, double ball. I bring it all.
Ball on ball.
Bole. They also buy mole.
What I do want to have is a physical center, even or an athletic center, and it was kind of obvious yesterday against Nico, against the Joker. When Bam went down, there was really no one that could defend. I mean, no one really can defend.
Exactly.
Joker. No one can defend it. But still, there was a deterrent. Like, it's insane when you watch Denver play, and when you watch him play, he is so slow. Yet he is quick at the same time. He is decisive. He has the best vision in the NBA right now. So what he was doing, and they were just picking us apart on basic cuts. But since he holds so much gravitational pull there, like, you have to be on him at all times. You can't just take your eyes off him. So it's incredible to see that man play basketball. Like, whoever doesn't understand basketball and they see Joker and they say, like, that's the best player in the NBA, is like, yeah, man, that is the best player in the NBA. The most unathletic, sometimes out of shape, and he'll be doing things that, like, how did he do that, bro? Like, no 7-footer can play like that. And he does it. And he does it, man.
See, Matt Miller of ESPN draft analyst and insider, he tweeted, word on the transfer portal streets is that Miami is ready to break the bank for a quarterback.
Oh
going to
yeah.
be interesting who they get. I think, obviously, first off, they've been doing that. Cam
Yeah.
Ward, they found some success with Carson Beck, but of course dropped off. Now they're 18th. We'll see how that plays out. That's a whole other thing.
I hate this conservative playbook.
I'd hate to say anything negative about the Hurricanes because I've been really happy with them. It's minus the 2 games, which is killer in college.
It's showing, Bobby. Cristobal's lack of certain.
That's what I'm saying.
It's showing.
That's where I was like, that's where I don't want to go there, but I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
Like, makes me question him. Like there's a lot of bad, boneheaded coaching.
He's not a good in-game coach.
It's crazy. He's a great recruiter.
He's a master recruiter.
But he
master motivator.
There it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Leche.
I gotta get some leche, man. I gotta get some leche in this mouth, dude. I'm thirsty, dude. I need to coat my throat.
Jesus Christ, you just said it.
I just need to coat my throat.
Oh
that
my
leche,
God.
man. What, man? It's milk, dude. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, I would love Lenore Sellers here. Oh,
yo,
man.
Yo, bring in Lenore Sellers. If that was to go down, first of all, shout out Will Patron of 305 Sports Now. What's up, my brother? Great to see you in here. If you love Hurricanes, go check out Will Patron on 305 Sports, man. He has the info. He got the stuff, my dude. Go check him out. Go talk Dolphins, Heat, Marlins, Panthers. He's got it all there on 305 Sports. But man, yeah, I mean, does Lenore Sellers, not South Carolina not doing so great. I mean, you see what happened with Cam Moore, got that first pick. Carson Beck at first looked really good. Then he kind of fell back a little bit. Of course, you could blame the team. But Lenore Sellers on this team, can you imagine the excitement with Tony and the guys? I mean, oh my goodness, dude. But again, talking about Cristobal, and I Will, if you could throw in your comment in there, my brother, your thoughts on Cristobal. I know Brett from Gainesville, at least his initial reaction, his raw reaction was fire him. And Brett's a nice guy, but Brett was pissed. Shout out to Canesware Podcast, and Canesware, of course, if you love Dolphins, Heat, Marlins, anything Miami, especially Miami Hurricanes, go check out Canesware on 2655 South University Drive in Davie. They got all the great stuff down there. And of course, if you're not in the South Florida area, you can go to canesware.com. He fits Dawson's system better than Beck. There you go. Well, look how Carson, look at how Cam Ward did. I mean, and I think Linares is all the way up here. I'd love Linares in Miami, whether that's wearing aqua and orange or orange and green. I love Linares Sellers, man. I love Mendoza. Don't get me wrong. I really like Mendoza, and we'll do more research. I'm still watching film and all that, but you're muted. What?
I hope he falls to us some way, somehow.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
With our luck, the Jets will pick him.
We're going to get into it. So anyway, Marcel, what's up, Marcel? The Miami Heat Zone. If you love the Miami Heat, you love Miami Heat content, go check out Marcel over there at the Miami Heat Zone, man. When you all coming on the show? I know we owe you.
We got to coordinate for sure.
Bro. We got to work it out. And we will. We'll do that. It'll be a lot of fun. It was fun last time we were on there. Man, it got me with this whole Lenore Sellers to Miami thing. I got to look at that because that got me excited, dude. I'd love to see Lenore Sellers with the U.
Which is the plan. We don't even, honestly, we shouldn't even recruit quarterbacks anymore. We build the trenches, we build the talent, and then you just, every year's a revolving door of a quarterback. That's it.
No, that's what that's what I do. No, don't fire and buy out at 61 million. Plus we have been.
Yeah, we have.
I know. I agree. My thing is, I think we do have the right to question him.
Correct.
And demand better, because a lot of that, though, the loss against.
He has the talent, man. He has the talent to not just ground and pound. He has the talent to run outside the numbers. Like, he has speed. He has athleticism. Like, and Dawson was a risk taker before. I don't know what it is, if that's a mandate from Cristobal or something, but Dawson used to be a free play caller. Like, as of late and last year, super conservative.
Emory Williams,
backup.
Yeah. They're the next in line. But I agree. I think, especially now with the NIL deals, you go get a guy, you go call, you bring in a Lenore Sellers, you go get a guy who doesn't want to go to the pros just yet, and you offer him a whole lot of money, have him play a year with the U,
live in Miami,
can play a contention, be in contention. I'm down with that. Damian says the Panthers need a score. I'll say this. I trust the Panthers. I trust Bill Zito. I ain't worried about him, man. I think they'll make the moves they need to make. Yeah. And it's too early in the season, so I'm not too concerned yet. Dolphins, talking about making changes, talking about Miami. 2-7 on the season. Chris Greer finally gone. Let go. We discussed that. Trade deadline comes. They were able to trade Jalen Phillips for a 3rd-round pick, which I thought was a good trade. I know some people complained about it. I didn't. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good deal. It's a 3rd-rounder. That gives Miami 3 3rd-rounders next season, this coming off season, excuse me, which is the bread and butter of the draft. You could package those 2 picks, move up into the 2nd round. I'm happy about it. I did expect more moves. Especially when the Dolphins we all know that they're not going anywhere. It's just what it is, minus Chris Greer or not. So you think you'd get the most, try to make moves and try to get the picks you can, but they don't do it. And I will say that as the plane flies over Alex, they haven't grounded those planes yet. But I know some people were disappointed because no moves were made. The only moves made was Jalen Phillips. And we all expected more moves to be done. But you find out later that teams did call on Jalen Waddle, Bradley Chubb, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Miami didn't like the trade value that was coming back. And I understand people's desperation for draft capital, their desperation to move guys, to try to gain assets. However, if those assets aren't good enough that you're getting back, if they're saying, "Oh, I'll give you a 6th-rounder for Bradley Chubb," and Miami values him as a 4th-rounder, I wouldn't do it either. I'd hold it. Of course, though, as the line got closer, you're like, man, we need that cap. But what are you going to do with that cap right now? Nothing. Minka Fitzpatrick, if you think he's worth a 2nd-round pick and teams are offering you a 3rd-rounder or a 4th-rounder, you're not going to do it. Jalen Waddle, I think teams were willing to offer a 1st-round pick, but they wanted a little more. They weren't going to get it. If they think he's worth that, they're going to hold it. So honestly, yeah, I thought more moves were going to be done. I would have been happy if they would have made some moves and get more draft capital. But they have the offseason before the draft, before free agency to make those deals and gain some sort of assets at that time. I'm not mad that they weren't able to do it. I know everybody wants to see that action because they want to see some sort of change, but I'm okay with them not making that move now. You don't make a move just to make a move. Oh, man, because if they would have traded Bradley Chubb for a 6th-rounder or Minka Fitzpatrick for a 4th-rounder, people would have been pissed. You see what Champ Kelly sucks. Chris Greer 2.0. Let's let it play out. You don't make a deal to make a deal. The Dolphins are going to suck either way. They're terrible this year. You could have Bradley Chubb gone. You could have all these guys gone. They're still going to suck. You have them on the team, they're going to suck. Don't worry, though. They got rid of their Papa Shot basketball hoop in the locker room now because their attention is squarely on the season, Alex. They've taken it seriously now. They are focused 100%. Let me tell you something. When I read that, I try to be cool because NBA fan, we're going to work on that, my man. I appreciate you jumping in here. We will work on getting on the Heat Zone, dude, with Marcel. Appreciate him. But when I read that they got rid of the table and now they gave their full attention to the season, I'm like, first off, it's a little too late. I thought of that country song. It's a little too late. I was like, really?
It's like, oh, thank you for this time now.
I mean, 2-7 later, 7 losses later, we're ready to go hardcore into the season. It just tells you how messed up. That's why I tell people it's not one player, it's not one person. This team fundamentally is flawed. Doesn't matter who you trade or who you bring on. This team is not going to be successful because fundamentally, structurally, it's a flawed team. It takes you 7 games to make a change. That tells you guys were having fun in the locker room while they were losing instead of taking it seriously. Paid $1 million to have fun in the locker room. It's a bad look. It really is a bad look. Jordan Brooks, you could tell, is embarrassed by it. When they asked him, he said no comment. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, if you're 7-2, this is a non-story because it's a laid back in the locker room. You're supposed to relax, be yourself, be with your guys. So that's not really an issue if you're winning football games. The moment you start losing, And the moment you lose by not being focused, by not being detailed, then this comes up. And it sucks because now you gotta overcorrect things that you shouldn't be correcting from the beginning. You should just be that should be part of your job. You can relax, you can chill. I mean, you can have a good time with your locker room. Some of the best times we have with our teams is in the locker room, hanging out, eating shit on the bus rides. But when you get to the game, you have to produce. You have to pay attention. When you got time to eat shit, that's fine. But when it's time to turn it on, even in practice, laser focus, man. Like that's what's for a coach to trust you. You have to show trust. You have to build that trust. You have to earn that trust. So now when obviously they're professional athletes or they're in front of the media, we're losing games at times that we shouldn't have been losing, the way we were losing these games. So now everything they do or don't do is going to be kind of like, oh, you see, it's because of this, oh, because of that. And like you mentioned, it just came down to a lack of organization and a lack of production. And honestly, a regression from our quarterback. And defense, I'm not even going to mention the defense because now it's when it's coming together and we're going to maybe missing half the defense. And now watch. Prototypical thing. They might start playing well, win 3 or 4 games now, and you're like, oh, you see, here we go again. Same boat. And we'll repeat it again.
That'd be so Dolphins, dude. Just to mess up everything.
Yeah. Just to mess up.
Wait, it's the slowest door close ever. Was it Damian says we should have traded Chubb and probably Waddle and see his value. They projected us to get Bain or down. So I'll just say again, yes, I think the Dolphins would have been were very open to trade Bradley Chubb and were willing to listen on Jalen Waddle. Again, I think, and you see his value. They didn't like the value that was brought to them, so they decided to hold on to them, which is fine. Again, I don't see any problem with it. I don't think you should do a trade just to do a trade, because especially again, if you would have got a 6 and a third or a 6 and whatever, because there are a lot of fans already saying, oh, they better not trade him more for just the first. They better get 2 first-round picks, or they better not trade for. If they would have done anything other, then fans would have been pissed either way. So I would love Reuben Baines. Reuben Baines is a monster. I would not put it past the Dolphins to grab him or put it past that as an option. Again, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in the top end of that draft. But again, people are like, oh, but let's keep losing and get that top 10 pick. There's talent all across the draft. I don't, I think people give too much. Oh, we need a top 10 pick. Our GM sucks. And it's like, dude, stop. If you're a good GM, if we find a good GM or whatever, or you're good at the job, you could find a guy in the 20s. You could find a guy in the top 10 pick does not guarantee you a game breaker and a franchise changing player, i.e. Deion Jordan. You still remember
that? Do you still remember that trade? We were excited. I was excited as hell.
Well, of course, it's always
we thought he hit a home run, but it's like, oh.
Should have been Lane Johnson. It should have been the tackle, but it wasn't. It was Deion Jordan. But it's again, and I mean, there's other players from other teams, not first round picks. For top 10 picks are not guaranteed to be game breakers. The son keeps waving me down every chance he gets. He comes back in and starts waving me down on the sideline. What are you doing? What do you need?
Yeah. It's like, I'm doing a show, son.
But what were your thoughts, man? What was your reaction when you didn't see any trades? Were you expecting trades? And when they didn't go down, how were you feeling after?
Well, you know what sucks is that it's kind of like independent. I got two feelings here. Is the thing that you should never do, because you're never happy when you do this, is the comparison. You have the Jets in our division. You have the Patriots in our division. You have the Bills in our division. And you're seeing this, right? And you're like, damn, the Patriots are on their way. They're there. The Bills are already there. The Jets completely nuked everything. And I'm surprised that they didn't trade Breece Hall. I'm surprised they didn't trade more players, because they were just going. I mean, you could tell that they kept certain pieces. Obviously, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. But they just went forward, man. And supposedly next year's draft is even going to be even deeper. So they got 3 first-round picks next year. So they can move up, if anything, too. So, the possibilities are there. But like you mentioned, it's all about the execution. What are the Jets going to do with those picks? Are they going to pick the right players? Look at Miami. We had 3 first-round picks, and look who we got. Tua, Austin Jackson, and Noah. Igbarbanabi, blah, 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 whatever his name is. Ibanak, whatever. It's like when we saw that, it's like what a wasted.
But that's a great
Jonathan
point.
Taylor,
that right there is a great
like,
freaking
oh
point.
my
The
God,
Dolphins
man.
were in that part. They had 3 first-round picks. What did they do with them?
Oof.
Tua, Jackson, and Ibenogany. One guy is gone. The other guy can't find the field. He's hurt all year. And the other one's regressed so bad he should be riding the bench.
Man,
So
and,
first-round picks did not guarantee you
yeah,
victories. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, you become, what do you call it? You start to envy the other guy.
course,
You notice, like, damn,
the
man.
probability is
But
there.
again, did we have a Sauce Gardner on this team? No. Did we have Quinnen Williams on this team? No.
Well, I mean, HN.
He's not going to get you 2 first-round picks.
Waddle's not going to
get you 2.
He'll get you 1.
But you're not.
Waddle,
Why trade him for 1?
No,
I
wouldn't.
That's my thing.
But don't you think
I
the Colts?
hate the Jets. The Jets are already my arch nemesis. DSG. They already are my arch nemesis. I hate the Jets. I can't stand the Jets. Don't get me wrong.
The Colts
I think
overpaid a little bit though.
Huh?
Don't you think the Colts overpaid a little bit though?
Oh yeah, they overpaid.
Because I would expect that like a first and another like third or fourth first round pick. But I'm like, when I saw 2 first, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But that tells you, first off, they believe in Daniel Jones, that they're going to extend him.
Correct.
Which is fair. He's put the work in.
And their defense is stacked.
They believe in that football team. And you know what? Their owner, is first of all, the sisters, but she's the face of the franchise. The way she's running it there, she's willing to put it all in. I was going to say she has the balls to do it, but it's like, obviously, no, she doesn't.
Come on, Bobby. Come on.
But she did it. You know what I mean? And that tells you the faith they have in their team to do it. Yeah. So there's a difference there. And again, I can understand the idea of like, wait a second. Why are you putting too much value in people that aren't going to win you the games? Like, if you know you're going to get rid of them. That's why I like the Jalen Phillips deal. He can't stay healthy. I love the guy. I think he's a great dude. If he stayed healthy and you were going to work out a deal, great. But he doesn't stay healthy. He's regressed this year. You're probably not going to extend him. Why hold on to him? Get rid of him. They did. They got a 3rd-round pick. Again, I was happy with the 3rd-round pick. Of course, I would have loved any other pick, but you weren't going to get any higher pick. 3rd-rounder is the best thing you were going to get. Great. Oh, the Eagles fleeced the Dolphins. The Dolphins had to make that deal. The Dolphins got a 3rd-round pick. The Eagles are the Eagles. We might not win 1 division game next year. Maybe not. We might not. But again, it's a wait and see. I understand ready to press the nuclear button. Trust me, there's no one more pissed off at the Dolphins than I am. I may not be screaming the loudest, but trust me, it's a joke already. To sit there and go ass backwards on everything.
You know how many shows you have to do with the Dolphins for them to suck this back? Because every post game, like there's no positive. Like you're living in constant negativity and hostility. Like there's no like, yay, post game. You're like, oh my God, another post game show.
So you see, I'm actually upset about the losses. I get annoyed by the way this team is being ran. There are some that really enjoy all of it. They love it. Of course.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. We could all wish for losses all you want. Doesn't guarantee this team's going to be great. Oh man, we're going to mess it up and win every game now. And what if they did? What if they didn't? What if they lost every game? You think you're guaranteed a good player? You don't think the Dolphins are going to draft, some rando with the 5th pick or a 2nd pick, some mediocre quarterback? He's the next big thing. Can't even stay on the field. Regression. Should have got that other guy. You should have, could have, would have. You didn't.
It did cost us Burrow though. We won so many games.
Huh?
It did cost us back then. Flores playing Fitzpatrick.
You still had the other guys back there. You could have gone another direction. You went the wrong way.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. You had.
But what I mean? It did cost us Burrow, but let's be real. You know what I mean? It's like.
Well, it is. I could have lived with Tua. What I cannot get over with is not drafting Jonathan Taylor. That one will forever. That one for me.
Oh, but again, it's like
God.
It's not rocket science.
Why,
that
dude?
Like I understand. Like, okay, you're there, we're here. You're more worried about this team than we are. Worried about this. Yeah, but it doesn't take a rocket science to know. Get the best player available. Jonathan Taylor was sitting there. There's a lot of guys that the Dolphins have passed up over the years. They're like, you knew they could have. Again, I don't have it in front of me, but the year they drafted Cam Smith, I'm like, who? What? Why? Maybe they know better. Maybe they know something better than I do.
No.
This year, Jason Marshall. Again, I hope for Jason Marshall eventually. But, you know, again, there were other corners on that board that I would have went. But they went Jason Marshall. They outsmart themselves. You know, and you find out this last trade deadline, oh, who was in on this thing? Was it Champ Kelly? No, it was Champ Kelly, Brandon Shore, and Mike McDaniel. And you're like, why? What, you know, Mike, you focus on coaching because you don't know how to do it. You focus on coaching because hopefully in these last few games that you have left in your coaching life until you get you know, unless you truly follow, learn how to coach a game. Learn how to be a head coach because you don't know how to do that. Why are you have any hand in managing the roster of the team? Oh, I gotta have a hand in the ingredients. You suck. You don't have a hand in the ingredients. No, you shouldn't have a hand in the ingredients. You focus on coaching.
You're coaching.
No,
the team.
bullshit.
You
on
should
coaching.
You should have some sort of appeal.
No.
Because it's based on your style.
No, but that's only no. If you're Bill Parcells, go for it. If you're Don Shula, go for it. If you're Andy Reid, go for it. When you're at Matt McDaniel, shut up, learn how to be a head coach, and do your freaking job. Whoever player I give you, you can tell me, hey, I like a lot this type of player. All right, I'll look for that guy. Stop touching the team. You know, why do you have any why do you have any worry? Why do you have any concern?
The team, bro?
I don't know. He's bored.
That's crazy. Leche.
If you know, you should have any. You focus on your main job, which is being head coach. You don't know how to coach the defense. You're not focused on that. You're focused on the offensive game, but now you're touching this. You don't even know how to handle that job. I don't know why he's even around that area. It makes no sense. You know, let Champ Kelly and Brandon Shore make the decisions. You focus on getting the best out of it because that's the roster you have.
Well, also where you're coming from is the optics of it being right now, because we are once again firing one part and keeping the other part. So now are we keeping this part? Are we keeping Champ because he works with McDaniel? He's from that Shanahan tree. So is he also GMing right now for his job, just like Tua is quarterbacking for his job? So it's a discrepancy there that usually you want a clean build, just like a clean cut and a brand new build. But it seems to be like this is like an updated recycle form of hiring a GM based on your coach. And who has final say here? Who makes the final decision?
That's the thing. Who has
you need a hierarchy. You need a football operations. You need a president of football operations. And then you need a GM. I believe in that hierarchy. Like, you need to have someone that the GM is going to answer to and the coach is going to answer to and all that.
No, I agree. I think that should be. You want to know who makes the final say. Again, coach. You're the coach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alex, you're the coach. I'm the
input.
GM.
Yeah.
You and I could talk. You go, Bobby, I really like these guys. Watch this. This is the type of player I'm looking for. Okay, Alex, and here's my list. Oh, damn. Okay, go watch this. And then, okay, but you're the GM. I'm the coach, or you're the coach. I'm the GM. On draft night, you're sitting next to me, and I'm going, Alex, this is the guy we're going after right here. All right, man, let's go. It's your job to coach him to yours. This is one thing I remember Mike McDaniel that people seem to forget. Oh, he doesn't fit our style. This guy doesn't fit our style. Mike McDaniel said way back when he first got hired, it doesn't matter if a guy doesn't fit the style. We'll fit the style around him.
Yeah.
That's a coach's job.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, but you can make an argument. The one pushing for HN was McDaniel.
I don't know that.
Didn't they say that when they drafted him? That Mike McDaniel was the one that wanted him drafted?
All I know, no, Mike McDaniel, I know the one thing that he wanted was, in regards to draft, was Chop Robinson. He wanted an edge rusher.
Oh, okay.
And how's that working out? I mean, and again, he's only second year. I'm just saying.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
You're just throwing there some wood in the fire, man.
No, I love Chop. I remember I was happy with Chop. I said he's better. He played when he was in college and his last year better skill field than we got statistics. Now he's got some statistics last year. This year it hasn't been showing up. I don't see the effort. I don't see the same guy. And again, I count that to the team, not more on the player. But again, if you're the only guy I've ever heard him attach his name to or saying was, I want pass rushers. He got Chop. We know that he pushed for Tua's deal to get done, and now he wants to get off of Tua, supposedly. So it's like, focus on coaching. Alex, when you win multiple championships, you know what I mean? And or you're at playoffs and we're always in the championship, whatever.
You have a track record.
That's then I'm gonna lean off. Now I'm listening to you more. We're in this together. But when you're just that, just focus on that. Because the guy I give you, example, basketball. We're sitting there. I'm trying to think. What was that draft? Was Cam Whitmore Jovic or
no? That was with Hawkins.
Okay, so that draft, you and I, we were doing the draft show.
Yeah.
You were on Cam Whitmore. I was on Hawkins, right? So when we take Hawkins, like we play that scenario, you're the coach, I'm the GM in that scenario, right? If I say, you go, Bobby, man, Cam Whitmore, man, he's still there. I think and I'm like, Alex, but we gotta train him up. We got to get him up, which I believe you can do. But we already have that with Hawkins. This is a guy who could play right now. This is a guy who's coming off the bench. This guy could be a starter if we needed him to. We're going to go over Hawkins. And you go, man, he doesn't fit what I want to do. Blah, blah, blah. But at that point, after that decision is made, your job as coach is to make it work. Coach him up and make it work.
I got to make it work.
And the best out of him. So that's my thing with McDaniel. Do that, because the only evidence you have shown is 1 year of 2 years of Tua, where you got the personality out of him, but now he's regressed. When Tua goes down, you're off. Now you're like, oh, let me see what I can do with Quinn Ewers. Give me another quarterback. That's a conversation now. Let him have another quarterback. Let's see what he does with him. You had Skylar Thompson. You had these other guys who've come in. What happened to your team when they come in? Pause. You got to get them up.
Got to get them up.
You got to get them excited, bro. You got to get them fired up.
Bobby then goes from got to get them up to when he needs leche, touching the team. It's insane, bro. The times we're living. It's insane, Bobby.
Whatever, man.
Should be aware of your surroundings.
I can't even talk no more, dude.
And nothing. Anyway. You can't say. And I can do nothing.
Gulp, gulp, guzzle, guzzle.
Oh boy.
But where was I? What the hell was I talking about? I was on a roll. I felt like I was on a roll. Either way. Whoa, quarterbacks. Now the thing is, there's the report, and you see Ian Rappaport throw it out there and everything. That's leaking. Is that they want to, give him a shot with another quarterback, give him a shot with Quinn Ewers. Let him see if he can draft his own guy and get rid of Tua, cut him. That's being leaked. Let's be real. That's coming from the team. This show should be sponsored by. Oh man. Whatever. Nope. But you could say that. You could say let him try to work with another quarterback. However, evidence shows you can't work with any other buddy than Tua, because when Skyler went in there, he regressed. When Teddy Bridgewater went in there, he couldn't handle the offense. When Huntley, you had that one game, you've shown no evidence that you can work with another quarterback. So I find it very hard to believe that if we go ahead and okay, let's give you a year of Quinn Ewers, or let's give you a new let's go ahead and let you draft the new quarterback, whomever that may be. Let's see what you can do with them. I think you're going to hurt that quarterback other than make it better, because all you now look at Tua. Tua has totally regressed. Is that on play calling? Is that on McDaniel? Is that on Tua? Maybe his body's deteriorating. I don't know. It's on and off the field. So I don't know why McDaniel was included in any of these talks. I don't know why he should just focus on being a head coach. Give up play calling, give it to Frank Smith, give it to whoever, and you focus on being the head coach. Either way. Not mad Miami didn't make any trades. I was annoyed that there was 3 guys involved. I don't know why Mike McDaniel's involved in anything. You should be coaching for your job. You shouldn't even be here next year. You should be gone already. You should have no hand in how this team is built right now. Unless you decide you do come back next season, I'm not asking you anything. If we're 2-7, I'm focused on doing what's best for the team. And Alex, if you're here at the end of the year, if the owner decides to, then I'm going to go, Alex, hey man, we're here another year. These are the guys I'm looking at. What's your opinion on them? But if you're a lame duck coach, supposedly, unless the owner tells me, hey, McDaniel's coming back.
Yeah, that's a tricky situation there, because every news that comes out is some way, somehow related to Ross really likes McDaniel. He wants to give McDaniel a shot.
That's a leak, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, is either preparing for something or is preparing the fans. He's also might be leaking to see what fan reaction comes back, if ticket sales are affected.
He knows fans don't want McDaniel back.
Of course.
He knows that, dude.
So how this season ends is going to be very telling, because you obviously, if you end on a roll, even if you sacrifice your draft selection, that kind of solidifies what Mike McDaniel's going to do, and he's going to be back next year. And even Champ Kelly could gain a permanent GM job for a year, you know, and you relook everything across the board. But I don't know, man. I don't know up to a certain point. I think it's kind of like the Marlins with the fire sales, that we've seen this already so many times that even if this is the right call right now, not firing McDaniel, we're going to second guess it until he wins a Super Bowl, until he wins for we're going to keep doing it. Why? Because we've already seen this. We've already seen this cycle when it's just doing the same thing over and over and over. And then you're like, we're going to fire one, we're going to hire another one. I'm like, you need structure. This organization needs structure. And Ross wants to win. I get that. He wants to win. No owner wants to lose. I know it's about money, but usually how much money you make is really tied to how successful your football team is, or any professional team you own. So no owner wants to suck. No owner wants his team to go 20 years without winning a playoff game, you know? So we'll see.
And that's the thing, right? And, you know, it's the question mark, you know, the uncertainty. Are you going to rerun this back? And you talk about Champ Kelly. Could it be possible he comes back? Again, I'm not sleeping on that at all. You know, Alex, you don't know Stephen Ross, but I'm sure if I put you in a room with him for a few months watching a game, you might get a job. You might be the new GM. He might like you enough where he goes, you know what, Alex, I like your bread and butter, man. I'm going to go ahead and I like the way you drink my milk. I'm going to let you go ahead and get this job. What happened?
What happened? Man? What do you
They serve milk in the
What's
thing.
talking about? Oh, come on, man. On a hot sunny day, 1:00 in Miami, there ain't nobody drinking milk, bro. So stop with that. Stop with
You're
that.
desperate for that job. You'll be drinking a whole glass of milk.
I ain't gonna drink no one's milk.
Goes
Unless
home.
there's some cookies, bro. You better have some cookies next to that milk. Oh.
Why do I keep hearing the look at the Dolphins and driving that? Is it just because of one player? The Dolphins draft, is it just because of one player?
Why do I keep hearing that look at the Dolphins and drafting bad? Oh, is he referencing Tua, or?
I don't know. Jet fans don't know how to type.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro.
You figure out how to type your question, because I'm sure it's a smart ass one. Russ.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. Appreciate it, bud. Thanks. You know, Jets fans, they
you
always
and your
come
10
through.
first round picks you got in the next 2 years.
Cool.
If we finish 4-13, he has to be gone.
Absolutely.
Craig, yeah, absolutely, Craig. You should be gone right now. Milk and cookies. That's right. But what I'm saying is, you say Champ Kelly could get to be the head coach. I mean, the general manager. I don't put it past it, because again, Ross is someone where if he spends that, he likes what he's hearing. You sell him on it, he'll hire you. But I also think people go, oh, I don't want to hear Champ Kelly. I don't want anybody else to do with the Dolphins. Champ Kelly got hired in March. There was rumors that Greer was going to be gone after this year. They was going to move to another role. I don't put it past Miami that they hired Champ Kelly to be the heir apparent, and they had to speed up the process. Now, the popular thing is not to say he's already going to be our new GM. It's let him be the interim GM. Let's see how he is with McDaniel. Let's see how he runs this team. Let's see what type of moves he can make. And then let's see how we deal with him. And then at the end of the year, you know, you interview a couple more guys. Maybe you like him, and you say, you know what, we're just going to promote him to the GM. Of course, though, you know, the like Spo's house, the Dolphins would be on fire. I mean, it'd be bad. Let's be real. It would be really bad. I've been hearing, look at the Dolphins after the Jets trades, that it didn't work out. Why do people say that? Is this because of Tua?
The fact that the Jets have multiple picks and all that, and we keep comparing it to the Dolphins situation.
Because what we said earlier about the Dolphins having 3 first-round picks.
Correct.
It doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't. And it's not just because of Tua. Tua is the one that worked out the most.
Yeah, Russ, and to their credit, Greer has drafted some players that have turned out to be great players. Absolutely. Javon Holland, Xavier Howard.
Good players.
Yeah. So that's not a question of
But
it's
again,
just the matter of what you missed, the opportunity that you missed. In
how many
players.
are still on the team?
Oh.
That's the thing. You can draft a good player, but
even this year, Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren was right there. We could have had Tyler Warren, and he went right after us. Not nothing against our draft pick this year. I know he's young, and he might be a productive player for the rest of his career. He might have an All-Pro career, but we missed out on a day one contributor again. Hey, I'll give it to Ross. Ross was hell bent on acquiring Lamar Jackson. They didn't listen to him. We could have had Lamar Jackson.
And the thing I'll say about the Jets, not more about the first round picks, which again, I think because of their structure, I think they could hit on these picks because they have before. I mean, again, Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, you go Melvin Bell last year, Garrett Wilson, more than likely you're going to go after QB. I think those picks are going to do well by them. But what I really envy about the Jets is that they had the balls to fire their coach and their GM and go after two new guys. And again, look what those guys were able to do. Yeah, they're not a very good football team right now, and Aaron Glenn said that, and I hope they continue to fail. I hope they draft a bunch of punters and they suck and they sell the team to, I don't hope they didn't even sell the team. I hope they just shut it all down and they burn all the Jets jerseys on YouTube or something. But when
they should relocate the Jets.
Relocate them, 100%. Relocate them.
I heard Idaho needs a team.
Canada. Put him. Go. Yeah. Toronto, as Tristan says in the back. There you go, Toronto Huskies. Damn. It is a gamble. But again, I think that's one thing I envy is in regards of is that they had the balls to fire their coach and their GM, and those two obviously have a plan in place. They weren't afraid to make the move, and yeah, it's shocking. Oh my God, you traded Sauce, you traded Quinnen Williams, but look what you got back. You weren't. This is my other thing. You're not going anywhere with them.
Yeah,
and that goes for the Dolphins too. I mean, I wouldn't touch Devon Achen, but people go, oh, don't trade this guy, don't trade that guy, don't trade this guy. Why not? You weren't going anywhere with them.
Yeah.
You could have a lot of good players, but if you
assets?
aren't doing anything, Bobby Speaks, who hope Rudy sells the team.
Yeah. I mean, I think every New Yorker hates Woody.
Hey, I know it. I get it.
And his hat. He always has a hat on, no matter where he goes.
Look, I'll just say, just full disclosure. First off, love Russ to death. Great guy. Hosted On Deck. We're very good friends, dear friends. But he knows I hate the Jets with a passion as much as he hates the Dolphins. He knows that if I had billions of dollars, I'd buy the Jets just to shut them down. Just to shut them down.
Money
wipe
well
out
spent.
the history.
Money well spent.
It would be well spent. I would buy out Woody Johnson to sell. Hey, when I play Madden, and he's not gonna, don't come over, but my son could attest to this. I just want to run over it. When I play Madden, I always simulate 3 seasons. The first team I grab, because I'm not going to pick them to play them, is the Jets, and I'll pick the Jets, simulate 3 seasons. I don't manage anything, so their roster goes to complete nothing. They go like 0 on whatever, and then I jump on a team, and then I take over that team. And
wow, perfect. There's nothing like a good friendly sabotage to begin a season.
Maria, what's up, girl? Great to see you. There you go. Just got out of church. Appreciate you jumping in. Maria usually watches the No Holds Barred Wrestling podcast. So
okay.
Here to talk with us here on East 10th Street Boys. Appreciate you jumping in.
Welcome, Maria.
Yes, on the outside looking in, it looks like they set themselves up because, again, there's a lot of good talent. Can you imagine if they ended up with Ruben Bain and Mendoza and I'm like, gosh, you hope not. I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. I would really hate that. I would cancel On Deck just because of that.
Just cancel it for sure.
Yeah,
Only to Russ.
He's playing. He knows I'm playing. I would hold him off to Twitter. That's it. No YouTube. You're just on Twitter. Man, we'll keep going here. I'm get a text from Russ in a second. F you, Bobby. I'm waiting for that text message. Alex, do you have your real ID? Do you have your real ID yet?
I had to renew my license.
Okay.
So I got it. I already had when it came out, I believe, like when we moved, I had to change my address. So I had it already prior to this.
He goes, that's fine. I do better on Twitter. Oh, typical Jets fan.
Yeah.
Typical Jet. He's like, fine by me. No, I'm just saying. It's true. He does great numbers on Twitter. No show. He only had one show this week, which was Monday, which was reflecting the Dodgers. which was awesome, and they also did the Expos, which was a great show. But on deck, I'm sure, I don't know if he's going on hiatus or not, but he is. There's a lot of good free agency talk going on already. People opting out. Where could players be going? So if you guys love baseball and you want to figure out what the Marlins are doing or what the Red Sox, the Yankees, which is Russ's team, or anything in MLB, go check out On Deck with Russ Morgan, man. He kills it. Guy knows his stuff. He's like Alex with basketball. When it comes to the mentality of the game and the lineups and everything, like I could talk the structure of baseball. Like I know the basics. Russ knows the inner, he knows the inner innings, no pun intended. Like he knows the innings of it. Bobby needs his passport. Can you believe? He's never had one. I've never planned to leave the country.
You've never had a passport?
Never had a passport. But we used to do the passports. Remember with Walgreens, we used to do people's passport.
Yeah.
Maria says OKC is going to repeat this year.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it.
Aren't they undefeated still? Are they still undefeated?
No, they lost yesterday.
Oh, they lost. Okay.
They're 8-1. Portland, by the way, is playing great. I mean, all the young teams. I love this. I love this NBA. I'm telling you, everything is the changing of the guard. But there's so much. Chicago 6-1. You're like, what? Chicago, and they were a laughing stock. Bazelis is playing lights out. Giddy's playing lights out.
Everybody, I say Bazelis. I got him on my fantasy team. Now you said it.
Yeah, bro. That's one of my.
But I'm so confused by fantasy basketball. I don't understand it.
Well, it's a daily thing. I don't know how your league is set up, but you get points based on double doubles. You get points for rebound. You get points also. You get deducted points by missed shots. I think it's 0.5. You get deducted points by turnovers. It all depends on how your commissioner set it up. It's fun. You just got to set your lineup. I usually set the lineup per week, and I think you have 7 transactions per week because you got to keep moving.
I'm gonna look at it. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Oh shit! I didn't say fantasy. I got Genty playing today. How's he doing? Hold on. Genty, come on, Genty. 12 points. Okay. 7-7.
6-7.
6-7. By the way, you know that we were there for Halloween?
I know, I saw it.
Oh man. It was so cool.
Tristan, that doesn't give you what are you doing, dude?
I want to be famous for 6'7".
Yeah, dude, we're good, man. We appreciate your service.
6'7".
6-7.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all, man. I felt really good about my team, and I don't understand anything about it.
Well, basketball? The way you're setting up your lineup?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, you're gonna have 3 bench players, so you gotta check your lineups every day. Because sometimes you overlook it, and your players on the bench is not scoring you anything. So what is up with Bam? Bam just has a sprained toe, so he's day to day.
Sound like Baseball Friday, baseball. Good job. I'm gonna say right now, in regards of, I'd hate that if I never hear that again. I'd be happy. Let me tell you, the World Series was a lot of fun.
Oof.
I really enjoyed this World Series, man. I was rooting for the Blue Jays. I'm not gonna lie. Vito was rooting for the Dodgers. He wanted to see him go again, even though he was okay with the Blue Jays. But I really wanted to see the Blue Jays do it, man. And they got that close, but again,
man.
Dodgers.
And so many chances. Man. So many chances they had.
They did. That's what's crazy. Oof. What were you for Halloween, Alex? Don't tease us. He said it. He was 7. 6-7. Alex.
So the only people that recognize us were 15 and under.
I just got off the highway.
Dude.
He just wanted to do that the whole time. He kept doing it on the side. I'm like,
that's it.
I'll never understand it. No, man, I got the real idea. I finally did it. My picture came out good. Tati saw it. It's true. If I had my other one since college, high school, the same picture. And so now I have an updated one, Alex, and it's like, damn, I'm old.
Damn. Yeah, it hits you, bro.
Crazy
it hits
how.
You, goddamn.
Yeah, and but I got it pretty quick, so now I'm able to fly, but probably not going to matter because no airplanes are flying. There's reports that all planes are getting grounded and canceled. Might as well get in that car and drive. If you're going anywhere, don't do it. You know, Alex, you drive the most, man. You've driven from from Miami to Tennessee to
Yeah.
How's the road trip?
Well, we love it, man. And our kids are already old enough. When my son was younger, we started obviously doing a lot of road trips when AJ was 7, 8, and my son was like 1.5. That's a difficult task. But also, when you're traveling with a baby, a newborn, if you get on a flight, any car rental place, you got to rent a car seat. It's a hassle, man. So yeah, you save a few days, of travel, but we just timed ourselves. And the road trip to me is so cool because I feel like it's not a rush. Is it draining at times? Absolutely. Because you want to get out of Florida. That's really what drains you. You want to get out of Florida. But if you time yourself, driving on a road trip to me is the funnest thing because you can stop in any place that you want. You can get lost. You can eat local diner. You can eat at local diners, local cuisine, and you get to meet a lot of people along the way and a lot of different cultures, and you interact with a lot of people. So I recommend it for everybody. If you gotta have time. You gotta have at least 2 to 3 weeks to be comfortable. You don't want to rush through things because even when we've driven to certain places, we want to stay maybe 3 or 4 days in one spot. So sometimes it is better to fly now that they're older. But man, there's nothing cool that you get in the car. If you have an emergency, you can stop at the next rest stop. Like what Russ says in the airplane. You know how difficult it is if you got like a flu or a stomach virus, and you're in an airplane, and you have to wait to go in a little cubicle bathroom, and then you got to make sure that it doesn't smell like shit the rest of the time. You can't take matches to masquerade the smell, so you're just walking in there and you're stuck in there no matter what. You're surrounded. You are like in a cesspool of people that are sick. You don't know who bathed. Nothing, man. In the car is your family, your luggage, and boom, you're just cruising. You're just cruising, man. And when it's nice sights, it's good, bro. You don't got to deal with altitude. Even though it's less risky, flying is less risky. So, which is insane.
Again, I rather drive than fly. I don't, I mean, if it's faster to fly, but I hate flying. But I would love to do it, but Bobby doesn't want to do long trips because of his hip.
Oh, you got to stretch out a lot because my back locks up on me. But every 3-4 hours you stretch, you're good.
I just did the trip to Indianapolis, which was 5
and you were fine.
I was fine.
Oh, bro, it's trip time, man.
I drove from Miami. I didn't drive. I was a passenger, but I did a road trip from Orlando to New York, upstate New York, not New York, but upstate New York, because my mother went to see my great grandmother. So that was like 10 more. That wasn't 10. That was way more than 10.
Yeah, from here to New York is 24 hours, so it's probably like.
It was a long. We didn't stop either. We never stopped. There was no stopping, and that's the thing. Like, if we don't drive, just drive. Yeah, I don't want to stop and then it's just like, yeah. But I want to do Florida. I want us to do Florida. But the problem with Florida is so boring to drive through Florida. When you're driving through Tennessee and Indianapolis and Louisiana. I mean, not Louisiana, Louisville. There's sights. You see different. You see the mountains and the trees and the whatever. I mean, it's it's beautiful. But when you're driving through Florida, it's road sign.
Yeah. When you're trying to get closer to South. Now, in the Tampa area, the West Florida, like the Panhandle, Bob, that's a cool trip. You could do
that. My friend did New York to Florida nonstop like that. Yeah. Maria, I was in Samara, the creepy girl from. There you go. Very cool. I was just dad for Halloween. I was just myself. My daughter wanted me to dress up. I dressed up my daughter. I painted her face, and she was her own little clown, Artsy the clown.
You were like a hacker.
Oh, that's right. I had a mask on. I was like a hacker.
You're
Yeah.
a hacker.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was a hacker. That's right. I did have a mask. I had a mask. The longest drive was without a stop was LA to Salt Lake City, Utah. Wow. 12 hours, Russ. Russ drives, man. He doesn't want me to drive, and I don't want to. Still, it'll be mostly him. It's true. That's the thing, too. Alex, you would trade off with Jamila for long drives. You guys trade, right?
Yeah, during the depending on I drive most of the time, if I need maybe like a break, an hour or two, she'll jump on, and she's great at driving. She won't fall asleep at all. But at nighttime, we try not to drive anymore. That's kind of like one of our family rules.
The best
We
thing is
try-
not to drive at night for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll
There's no-
drive when like maybe an hour or 2 hours after the sun sets, like around 8, 9, and then that's when we cut it off. Wherever we
Not
are,
6,
we
7?
stay. No, not 6, 7.
Okay.
I do 7, 8. I don't know what 7, but I'm just gonna do whatever. But yeah, we do maybe up to like 9. You know, 6, 7.
He's doing the thing on the side every time.
Always. Anytime you hear 6, 7, well, my team now. Whenever
Bobby,
anytime I go
women can
between 6,
drive.
7,
It's not the 1960s. Dude, not my wife. Every time she drives, I fear my life. She doesn't know where the lines are. She texts while she drives. My daughter tells me horror stories when they get back home. You don't know how many times I've seen a dent somewhere in the car. I'm like, where did this come from? She spills everything in the car. Every time she goes somewhere to buy some food or whatever, and the kids want a milkshake, there's a milkshake all in the center console. My book got ruined. You see a little bit of chocolate. I don't know if you could see it. It's too bright. A little bit of chocolate on my damn thing. You know, she goes, I forgot. I didn't know that was there. You should check. Look. You know, every time. It's the second time she spilled something in the damn car. Tati. The roads are crazy. Oh, I almost hit someone. Yeah, you do text.
I almost
Audrey
hit
tells
someone.
me, looking at your phone. You know, people stop Tati in the road. They're like, slow down. I'm sorry. You
Oh,
know.
you serious?
Told me that the other day.
It's just one thing. One time that mom hit one of those like rail things on the road.
She hit what?
She hit like one of those rail things on the road.
What's that?
Remember when you
The
see
dividers?
that tree? Those like trees in the woods near the park, and then there's
A divider?
Yeah, the divider, and then she hit one of those.
She hit one of those?
Yeah, and Audrey and me went. Ah!
I told you, dude. She can't
There you
drive,
go.
so damn, they both snitch.
Good
Mom's
luck
okay
getting-
for that snitch.
Yeah, good luck getting
Snitching,
some food
boy.
tonight.
Yeah. You ain't getting.
Just
So,
like that.
someone gonna go to sleep hungry as hell.
Hey, Puerto Rico, those roads are crazy, man, and those drivers are crazy for sure. You know, they speed. You're like, oh my, you know, and they're like, damn. Tati's lies. They're not lies. I know they're not lies. Like I'll go like this. You know, I hang on to that thing. I'm always like this when she's driving.
Yeah.
I'm like Tati, don't tell me. Don't yell at me. I'm driving. You know, like.
She sounds like that. She sounds like your brothers.
Yeah. She starts getting a thick accent, starts talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
Sorry, I agree with Evan. Dump Tua. Yeah, dump Tua when it doesn't kill you in the cap space. I agree. But I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not getting Tua when it
Yeah.
costs you $100 and
Yeah.
some odd million
Yeah.
dollars.
Right now, we might have to ride with Tua, buddy.
At least ride him on your roster. You can go draft a quarterback all you want, but I'm not
Yeah.
getting rid of him for 100 and whatever.
No that money.
I think that's an only realistic option. The more I think about it, I think that's an only realistic option. If
We convert his contract into a signing bonus.
no, well, they're going to do that either way. If they got to trade him, they'll probably cut it. And if they cut him, they'll divide it into 2 years. But still, that's 60.
That's
65.
that's no
and
necessity for
50.
that.
But I think that only happens. That's a realistic option if McDaniel stays. If McDaniel stays, I could see them riding out a year. Or getting rid of Tua, however they do it, and that way it's a clean slate. I could see that happening, and I hope that's not the case. At least when McDaniel's staying. But I'd rather get rid of them all. But again, I wouldn't want to. Bobby wishing himself on the mountain PR roads. I've been in Puerto Rico. I've driven through Puerto Rico before. I've been on the mountain roads. But I blame my dad for not teaching me how to drive. I had to wait until I was a whole adult to learn. I taught you how to drive. I taught you how to ride.
Whoa.
I did. Oh,
So
no,
you
I mean the car.
Whoa.
Driving the car.
You taught her how to drive stick?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. He did drive back when we went 5 years ago. I did. I drove back. Yeah. Hey, Bobby, what's that Oreo treat that you like? I don't know why. I just remember that. Oreo treat. And I love all Oreos, brother. I don't, well, not all Oreos. I take that.
Do you
back.
get the Oreo ice cream sandwich that they're selling now in the stores?
Oh yeah, dude, those are tasty, man. No, but you know what? I love the regular cookie, like the regular, like I don't want to say Chips Ahoy, but that type of version, like
Oh, I got you.
because I love
The
soft
cookie sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, like those are like, You know, those are always really good. But my teacher was awful. What teacher? What teacher? You know, not me. Oh, maybe a teacher in Puerto Rico. Maybe that. You ain't talking about me. Oh, she's a horrible driver. I taught her. No, wait a second. Hold on. I got her past the test. Everything else is up to her. Right?
Well,
she don't listen to me now.
no.
She don't listen to me now.
That's a true statement.
She don't listen to me now. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
I taught you how to drive.
Hold on a minute.
Doesn't know how to drive.
No, I know how to drive damn good. I know how to drive. No.
I can see it. I can see it.
No. Because I gotta, the thing
Well,
is,
is Bobby? Are you still a slow driver? Are you still a slow driver?
I'm not a slow driver. I'm a driver. What's a slow driver?
Like you would go, like, for example, let's say like the speed limit was like 35, you'll be going like 30 when we're like, I don't know if it's because we were talking or no.
No.
You're good? Okay.
No. I don't know what that even
just
means.
making sure. Just making sure.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm saying you drive like a grandma.
No, that's a lie. That's a legit lie. Yeah, foot in mouth. Yeah, that's right. I guess so. He's slow.
He
No, I'm not. So
telling you, bro.
No.
You drive like a grandma.
No.
It parks far as oh no, yeah. I park far as hell too.
Yeah, what
I get in my car. Yeah.
At least I know how to park.
Look, there has to be some etiquette, for example.
First of all, Tati, you don't mind when I'm look. Sometimes you don't like it slow. Sometimes you like it slow. Okay.
What?
Driving? You don't mind how far I park. And I always take the long way around. You're damn right, brother. Woo! Don't be.
Ain't no short routes here. Maybe it's a long way. Bumpy road.
It's a bumpy road tonight.
Buckle up.
You better buckle
You're going to feel some turbulence on this.
You better calm down. I'll turn this up real quick.
Final destination, Leche.
Yeah. It'll be a long bumpy ride. We're serving some leche.
Oh man. It's funny, bro.
Going to hell.
What you say? Hey, no, what I was gonna say, parking etiquette, right? If you see me parked, right? There's 152 parking spots. Why do you have to park next to me? When you go to a game, for example, right? You're in the urinal, right? Huge bathroom. We know stadium bathrooms are huge. There's like 20 urinals lined up. If I'm in a urinal and you got about 15 of them open, why must you put yourself right next to me to pee? Like, what's going on, dude? Like, don't we know simple bathroom etiquette? Like
some potholes. Some potholes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Calm it down, girl. Take it easy.
Relax. Take it easy.
We were kind of going, oh, you're going way over there. No, no, you're right. I don't know.
That bothers the shit out of me, man.
But I see, here's the thing. You want to hear, like, that's fair. I know I'm wrong for this, but still it annoys me. I hate when I go to the bathroom and I go in there and I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm in here, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then somebody comes in right after me. I hate that with a passion. Oh. It's like they time it. I'm like, and then they're the loudest ones.
Oh my God.
Like, come on, dude. That's so dramatic, dude. And then you don't wash your hands, you nasty mother.
Oh, that's another thing.
That pisses me off.
What?
Dude.
I've seen, bro. I look at their professionals.
I watch their shoes, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see their shoes, and I remember because that's when they're, hey, bro, how you doing? I'm like, no, we're good. What's up?
No, we're good, bub.
Fist bump, yeah. That mofo better be eyes forward.
That's right. Those shoes better be facing straight the wall.
Is it cold in here? Is it cold? Don't worry about it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I really do. I don't understand it. Yeah, did she shut the fuck up? He goes, you know why, Alex? No, dude, it's. Let me tell you something, man. It's, I wouldn't want to say I'm a germaphobe, but that does bother. And my wife would probably say I'm a germaphobe because you touch my food, I want nothing to do with it.
If you're in a restaurant, right, and you see the cook go to the bathroom, and he just walks out, he doesn't touch your hands. That's it. You're getting the check. You're gone. You're gone.
Tati will touch my food with the back of her hand to see if it's hot or something. I don't touch it.
Are you serious?
Tristan, I won't do it. Yeah, I'm done.
Well, that's a big pet peeve of mine. I don't like when people touch my food.
I don't like it. I hate it.
But
People
I'll
drink
eat
my
my
drink.
food if I'm hungry. I'm good.
I'll grab it. If I see one little hair, I'm out.
Oh.
Balake. What's up, Balake? Great to see you. Thank you for
That's
tuning in.
awesome, bro. Balake.
Bobby is a germaphobe. No, dude, I ain't playing, man. I think it's nasty as hell. If I see a little piece of hair, I'll lose my shit. I like legit, like I get myself angry if I think a hair is gonna be in my mouth because if I have it, I can't eat no more. I'll get tired of the whole plate. I'll starve. I'll get myself a bowl of cereal. I'll get a thing of Oreos. Nope, done. I'm good for tonight. I don't give a damn if I'm a pain about it. Same. I've never come back. You see, Hunter. Thank you, Hunter. You see, I'm not the only one. He's like, I'm not exaggerating anything. I ain't exaggerating anything. See, Tati comes from Puerto Rico. You had to fight for your food, you know. And
what happens if it's your own hair? Has it ever happened to you? Your own little hair on the cereal? It happens. All right?
But I start. I'll take it out.
You just take it out. You just spoon it out.
And freaks out. I do. I seen her do it before. I'm like, what did you just do? And she's like, what? I go, why would you? I was just checking. So I go, why would you need to check? I would check when I go like this. Like, oh, this is cold. Microwave it or something. Because it takes me a little while to eat. Usually I don't sit at the table because they all eat before me if I'm doing a show or something. So usually I have to sit. I'll sit in the room. I have to watch something. That's where I've got. Unless I'm sitting at the table, I have to watch them. So I have to like put something on. And once I find what I'm watching, then I can start eating. So like, your food's gonna get cold, and she touches it. Why would you touch it? You don't need. I'm about to touch it. I would let you know. Hey, it's a little cool. Can you roll? Why do you need to put your hand when you probably scratched your butt or something, and you start touching my food? Don't touch my food. It's simple. Oh, can I have a sip of that? No. And my son drinks it. I was like, just take it. Just take it. I'm done.
Just take it, bro. That's right.
I got it. It's all good.
Eat the goddamn Oreos. Stop licking my damn cream.
Put it in your mouth. That's what she said.
That's one thing. Bobby is a very slow eater.
I admit that.
Yeah.
I don't eat my food
which
fast.
Which is good for processing too. But then it gets you're the point that you're so slow, like your food it's frozen by the time you're done eating.
No, I wouldn't say that it gets cold. I will say that maybe I skip myself stuff faster by eating slower. I will start going, you know what, I'm full. And they're like, yo, you didn't even finish.
Yeah. You got to order from the kids' meal. Whenever we go, just order from the kids' meal.
Let's see. There we go. Yeah, see, I like to take my time, dude. Again, I'm going to watch something. I like to watch something. I'm with you, Hunter. I'm the same way, man. If I see a little hair in there, it freaks me. I get mad as a mother. I get pissed. I don't care if it's my hair or whatever.
I don't think Bobby I don't think you have that experience of starving. You know, like have you ever been to a point that you're starving? They're like, oh, bro, I need to eat something real quick. Like I don't think you've ever felt that. Oh no, yes, I understand that. That part, that's different.
Thank you for the trauma.
Yeah,
you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like you knew this. Like the thing is, it's like not like. This is the thing. It's not like Alex and I didn't
everybody
else
I
on the
didn't
channel.
mean it
I
like
love everybody on the
that.
channel. But it's not like Alex doesn't know me. It's not like we met each other by doing this. This guy and I grew up together. This guy's been in my life, my whole life. He's been in my before
I know
Tati,
the good and the
Alex.
bad. I know the good and the bad. Yeah.
This motherfucker, he used to go to my and I was, he'd go, he seen nothing in the pantry. This dude went out and bought like he knows I didn't eat. Have you ever gone without starving? You mother ungrateful. You piece of shit.
You're welcome, Bobby. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Do you want a little cheese with that?
Oh
man, did you ever go starving? Alex, you know you're wrong. He's like, he knew as soon as I said, like, I said college. He went, oh wait.
My bad.
Reverse.
This was supposed to be part of the story. I'm sorry.
My
therapist told me not to go down this road anymore. I'm good. I'm happy.
I'd be sitting there no.
Maybe that's why you eat slow too, because you're so grateful that there's food in front of your plate that you're like, oh, I can't. It's just the last.
Like I savor every taste.
Every kernel of corn. You're like, this is awesome. It's amazing.
He started eating when we moved in together. We always figured it out. Damn, Alex had to bring some rice over for the poor white kid.
Bobby snaps, ran out, so we had to go. Yeah, to get him some food.
I lived
good
off
times.
Of,
good times.
I lived off of ramen soup. That's what I lived off of. Legitimate lie. That's all right. I don't regret that. That was fun. But yes, I did go with starving one time, Alex. You piece of crap.
My apologies.
Again, it's not like he didn't know. You know what I mean? It's not like he didn't know. That's what drives me crazy. The guy, dude, he used to say something. Bobby, bro, you can't do that, bro. You gotta eat something, man. let me try to make me be. It just throws it right in my face. I knew he'd do it too. That's who he is, man.
That's fucked up,
Alex
bro.
is a prick, dude.
Throw up all that food I bought you, asshole. Fuck you, man. Hey, anytime, bro. You help out a brother in need. Always.
Helping the gringo out.
Always, man.
Always. I was a size 32, and I'm a size 38 now. I was a size 32. But he's now at 33. I'm a size 38.
No, yeah. He's a 38.
I got a 32 inch. Huh?
What?
Oh, man. Alex help. Alex was awesome.
It was a fun time though. It was
a good time, man. No, I don't think bad on that. It was, it's life, man. Get through it. It was awesome. Now look. But 38, 40, no 38, Tati, chill out.
Depends how slowly you eat that day.
No, what it is, what's stupid? It's as you get older, clothes. People buy you 38 and then they have the slim fit. I hate slim fit. I think that's the stupidest freaking. Greg, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for watching. We love to give you guys the enjoyment. It's real too. It's not it's
real. That's the part. It's genuine. It's genuine, man.
But no, dude. But that's the thing too. It's like baseball jerseys, not baseball jerseys. No, baseball jerseys is one. You get an XL or 2XL, whatever, in a baseball, and then you have to go a size up because it's smaller. Same thing with Cuevera shirt. It's the same thing. They got to get like a 5XL for it to fit. It's ridiculous. Yeah. You got to go a size up, Alex. If you wear a large, you need to go 2X just for it to fit you. It's ridiculous. That's the thing with clothes. It's so stupid. I was in Smyrna. That's what you guys around there. Oh, 100. That's cool, man. I'm in Nashville, not too far off from there. You're in Tennessee. DSG, I don't know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. DSG. The emoji you're doing there.
I think you left on that when you told them that you lived on ramen.
Oh, is that noodles, what that is?
It looks like a soup noodle. Yeah, it's like a noodle soup there.
Oh, okay. I did, and I just started not too long ago going back to my daughter. Now, is in love with it. It's so easy to cook, and it's not really good for you, but it's
horrible for you.
It's horrible for you, but it's so good. God.
That's not even pasta, man.
I know, but it's so good. It's a ramen emoji. Okay, Alex knows. Yeah, I know. Alex just told me. Tati's saying it now too. Again, I can't see even zoom in. The wise wouldn't let the boys hit Broadway. Oh, well, I but Broadway's a lot of fun, Hunter. Hunter, where are you from, man? Where are you from? Were you traveling from Florida? It is. That's what exactly. It's cheap, dude. You get 99 cents or whatever, how much it is to buy them. You buy a whole bing of it for $5. You got a whole week of food, But the problem is you do get sick. Las Vegas. Oh, well, good for you, man, for traveling, dude. But no, that's just what it is, dude. You survived off of that. But all is life. But yeah, Hunter, I live not far off of Nashville, man. I live in Franklin, right outside of Nashville, so not too far from where you were at. Let's see here. Alex is starting to do his pretend sleep thing. Damn well he stays up for another 2 hours after we get off the show.
I don't.
So, he starts to go later. This is how Alex wants to get off. He's like,
I don't, man. I don't. Hey, I'm telling you, but hey, it doesn't fail. You know what's insane now? Like, I gotta go to sleep at like 11:30, right? I wake up at 3 a.m. automatically. 3 a.m. I looked at my clock. It's happened already 3 days in a row. 3 o'clock in the morning, I look up and I'm like, why am I awake at this time, dude? My alarm is going to go off at 5:30. And Bobby, you know me. I'm a deep sleeper. I never heard my alarm. Like a year and a half ago, I started hearing my alarm and my biological clock automatically now I am up at 5:30. Like, that's it. I'm ready to go to the gym. Boom. 5:30, wake up, hit the gym, come back, make breakfast, and then start my day. It's insane.
I am usually, Tati goes to bed before me. I usually fall asleep 2:30, 3 o'clock. Really realistically, a lot of times it's very rare for me to go to bed earlier than that. I don't know why. I just don't. And I get up before her. I gotta.
That's insane, man. Yeah, you're not getting enough deep sleep to restructure.
I wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah. And then even if I set my alarm, if I turn my alarm off, I still wake up.
You're not resting at all, man.
I still wake up.
At all, bro. At all.
What I do is I'll take like a 15-minute, 10-minute power nap during the middle of the day, sometime during the day. And that usually helps. But yeah.
You need because that's insane. You know what's funny? We were talking about that recently. There's only when you achieve deep sleep and that's what magnesium is so important. Magnesium activates like the repair cells in your body, and until you go into that deep sleep, your organs don't get repaired, nothing gets repaired. So you're like constantly running, and it's like imagine you got your phone but it doesn't get updated, so your apps are a little faulty, like it starts freezing up on you. Like until you achieve that deep sleep, man, like we got to get you to sleep. Something, drink tea,
Well, Tati, I
knock
think
your
Tati
ass out.
tried to. She's there. I think we tried magnesium.
Yeah, magnesium, and it's funny because
But it didn't
magnesium is
work.
the only thing the body doesn't produce.
Yeah, didn't work though. I think that's a.
Well, you probably melatonin also. Like
Well, I
you,
have
you're
tried
drinking,
melatonin. I have done melatonin, but yeah, no.
nothing works.
But no, Tati. What was that? Tati was that she gave me. I think it was what was it? She gave me some stuff. I've tried a lot of things, but my father is from the Bronx. Yes, my dad was born in the Bronx. My mother was born in Endicott. Tati's is the white side. Okay, you gotta bring race into it. I think I gotta bring race into it, like legit. Like.
In Endicott, where are you from? Endicott,
Endicott, New York. Endicott, New York. Endicott's nice, man. I like Endicott.
I'm dying. I've never been to New York. I want to.
That's
go
upstate New York. That's upstate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's a nice little town. My great grandmother lived there. My great grandparents lived there, but of course my grandfather passed away way before that. But we went up there one time, and man, it's like a nice little town. They got a merry-go-round in there, and it was nice. It was a nice visit there. But my dad grew up in the Bronx. Yeah. Studies just showed melatonin is bad. Yeah, I think I saw something about melatonin.
Taking melatonin is bad.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm surviving until I don't. Until I don't. Hey, at least I'll be getting that long sleep then, brother. I'll be all.
That's
good.
right. You're really getting that deep sleep.
I'll be in a deep sleep then. Not now. Avoid the systems down with the commie. Oh shit, TSG.
Wow. Hey, man, you guys are gonna be fun.
Yeah, there you go, Alex. Look.
Yeah, I drink magnesium glycinate. That's one of my pills for.
See, I tried all that. You see.
Have you tried reading at night?
You want to know what works?
Music.
This is no. I'm dead serious. That has worked because if I don't, I'll stay up and I can't. And I'm telling you, I just realized this not too long ago, and it's like either it just sounds stupid, but whatever. Tati goes to bed, she falls asleep, puts a white noise. If I can't sleep, I will turn my TV back on, put my glasses on because if I can't see the TV, I mean I can see it, but it's a little blurry, and I'll turn the game on, and I'll just sit in bed going, and I can start feeling my eyes get heavy, and so I shut everything down and I crash.
Watching games.
Playing the game. Messing around with the
playing the game.
Yeah, playing Madden or something. I'll just sit there in my bed and all that. I don't know what that does, but but of course, then we're talking 3 a.m. and
yeah,
yeah,
because
once
still the time flies.
I'm about to buy a bean powder for him and see if that works. I don't know what bean powder is. That sounds dirty. It sounds dirty. I don't understand. Alex froze up. Am I frozen or Alex is frozen? Maybe Alex.
I can see you fine. Yeah, I think I froze up, but I heard you fine.
Oh, okay. But yeah. But no, that's the thing that gets me because I've had it before. Like I'll can't sleep and also or it's a restless sleep. You know what I mean? You ever had that where you are sleeping, but you're waking up over and over and over.
Yeah,
I've had that, and also you see the blue come outside from the light.
Yeah, and I would tell you even sometimes work out, but some people that work out at night they get wired.
That's the thing too, because
you could walk.
That's stuff that I've tried before.
Night. Yeah,
well, I thought about. That's the thing. What I thought about doing sometimes is put my shoes on and going out in the backyard and just.
That's gonna help you out. Yeah.
And then see if that will get me. But I haven't tried that yet. But I probably will one of these days.
Shit, one day you're gonna fall asleep in that backyard with the weather now.
I thought about it. I thought about it. But the problem is that Tati gets scared. Where is he? She'll think, did he? I made too many jokes. I should have given him what he wanted. I should have cooked. I should have, I should have drank the leche. I made a mistake. But I don't want to scare her like that. So.
Yeah. You don't want to get taken by a bear and shit.
I don't have a bear. Act like I'm in the redneck woods.
Random bear just comes by.
I want to get the powder magnesium melatonin mix, but not the pills because a lot of pills have a lot of fillers.
That's true.
I need to buy the expensive stuff and see if. We'll see.
She cares, man. She cares.
There's one thing to put me to sleep, but she don't do it as much.
Hey, that's true.
Relax, dude.
Oreo
in trouble.
cookies, milk.
Sure, you could add that too. that could
Not
be
bad.
that could be the what's that called?
Pre-filling,
That
bro.
could be the
Yeah.
appetizer. You know.
Yeah.
Check the melatonin, no bueno. I hear you, DSG. I hear you. I appreciate you, brother. But anyway, we're about an hour and 40 in. It's about 10:52 Eastern time. You like it. You like what I said. You enjoy it. Don't act like you act like she's like whatever. She enjoys it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's go to bed early. I know what she said. No, I'm just playing. Anyway.
Oh, all right. All right.
But anywho, we're at almost at 11 o'clock. We appreciate everybody joining us, man. Alex, you have any final thoughts for wrap this one up?
Well, for my Dolphins fans that are a little impatient, with no lack of trade, give them a shot for the rest of the season and see how it plays out. See what they do. I do believe the Dolphins will be really active this offseason, some way, somehow. So hopefully it's for the best. And for my Heat fans, the season is just starting. So let's get through the BAM situation now for a week, 2 weeks. Let's see what reinforcements come along the way. And just enjoy the ride, man. They're playing great basketball. They really are. They're surprising a lot of people. And our record doesn't reflect it right now, but we should be around 6-2, 5-3 realistically. So it's just a fun time, man. And I'm looking, hopefully, we could beat the Bills. How many Bills scoring on us? Man, for sure, Bills are going to be in the high 30s. So
What's your prediction? Be realistic.
Realistically, the Bills are going to win. And I think 35-24 around there. But I would not discount the Dolphins piggybacking off this and trying to go into a bye week because they've got the Bills and then we go to Spain, right? Right after?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They go on a 2-game winning streak. They go into the bye week. They're going to think they're going to make some noise. Hey, and granted, they could go 9-8 again. So, we'll see.
I was just double checking. I know I had written this down. I have it. Buffalo 34, Miami 10. That's what was my score.
Oh, okay. Damn. Not even.
Yeah, I don't. Come on, dude. I don't trust Miami. I don't trust them at all. Maybe this is a spark. Maybe, but
it could be. It could be.
Spark
I am excited for the opportunity that's going to come up with Jalen Phillips trading. Some of those edge rushers, like younger edge rushers, are going to get way more playing snaps. So that's also a good part. Their development part. At this point, you need to focus on your development.
Yeah.
And evaluation.
Evaluation for sure. What's wrong with you? But anyway, all right, guys. Appreciate you all joining us. Like and subscribe, and good night, Miami.
Peace.
Juices. Peace.
Whoa.
Yo, gringos in the house. Straight out of Hialeah, no doubt. East 10th Street, where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex, the boy with the B. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the two